Hello friend, my name's James Hands from Awaken Therapy, and one of the things I'm including in my new book, which is called From Trauma Survivor to Soul Warrior, Reconnect to Your True Self, one of the elements I include is this metaphor of the healing tree. And why I find that so useful is just that it really describes the process that we all go through, the need to go through, the different levels, different stages of healing in a really clear, wonderful way. And so the first level in that tree is the root system. And in a way, we tend to have to start in the root system because most people come to inner work in crisis, in pain, in suffering. And I've worked with so many amazing people over the years who've come out of really significant trauma, big T, little t traumas, but, we all go through life challenges, but sometimes some really heavy duty stuff. And so there's always going to be a lot of difficult, dark stuff down in the root systems, down in the guts of our body, mind. So we're deep in the subconscious, deep in the body, because everything gets stored in the body. And so the work has to happen there. We have to settle the body. We have to calm the nervous system. We have to shift these very heavy, difficult emotions to start to get some peace and clarity. And without that, the foundations wouldn't be right. We can't dodge that forever. If we're really going to heal, we have to roll up our sleeves, get our hands down there in the dirt and the guts of it. And as that happens, we create this healthy root system. We find this stability, this healing turns into great wisdom and strength and power. And always beautiful empathy comes out of suffering, I find. When people have healed enough out of their suffering, they have just extraordinary compassion and understanding for other people because they know the terrain. They've been there in their own life. And so we work on the root system and we're also concurrently, but you could see it in stages, but we're kind of doing all three levels at once. But think of it as we then climb up into the trunk of the tree. And the trunk is our adult, rational, present-day understanding. It's all the resources of adult you, your intelligence, your wisdom, your experience, your maturity. Even on a bad day, as an adult, we have superpowers compared to what we have as a child when we're still in that earlier stage of development. So don't think too little of yourself. Even on your worst day, you do have these incredible strengths and resources that we don't have as a child. And so the trunk work is bringing in adult understanding. It's very powerful to understand the psychology of things. A lot of my work is often around people-pleasing behaviours, maybe a narcissistic parent. These are quite common dynamics because people pleasers are stronger people, and stronger people tend to seek out therapy. You're probably a stronger kind of person, the fact that you're watching this video. So to understand these dynamics, the psychology of it's very important. And then we get into a different aspect of hypnotherapy where we're bringing these adult resources of love and strength and protection through to the child. We're essentially reparenting our inner child. And this is all taking place in the trunk level because we're bringing in our adult maturity. So we've got the gutsy, deep, robust, heavy lifting roots kind of work, and then we move into this powerful adult, mature understanding, reparenting work. And then we're moving up into the branches of our being. Branches is a beautiful metaphor for our higher mind, our superconscious mind. We're moving essentially towards our greater self. We're plugging into the soul, if you like. Soul's a good word that people understand. The soul is our eternal self. It's who we are before we're born. It's who we are when we finish our life. And so to plug into soul state, this is where we access deeper levels of love, light, wisdom, peace to move through everything else. We need light, more light the better when we're working through difficult, traumatic, dense experience. So we're plugging into the greater light, we're plugging into these higher frequencies, And we're also able then, and I explore this in the book, this is a key aspect of the trauma book, is soul reasons. Why did we go through these terrible things? What the hell was that for? Why would that be purposeful? And as we start to see things from that perspective, we can start to make sense of, that's what that was for, there were reasons for it, and also what are the gifts, what are the qualities, what are the benefits, if you like, that have come out of those challenging experiences. And when we get to that level, then we can really fully let go. We can really then even forgive, even be grateful. And I do find this when people have got to the other end of deep healing work, is that they wouldn't actually change what happened, because they wouldn't not want to have all the strengths, qualities, divine virtues that have developed out of those experiences. And so they're the three levels of the tree. And like I say, we're sort of working on all three at once, but often we're very stuck in the mud, we're stuck down the roots in that heavy lifting, raw material phase. And that's where we start, fine. And in that state, often the soul, the light is really blocked out. But as we clear that and we bring in the adult understanding maturity, we're creating more space for that love, that light to get through and really complete our healing process. So, I'm very passionate about my own healing journey, climbing the healing tree for myself. I continue to work on that, always have. I'm passionate about helping other people in their process. Passionate about this book I felt called to write, which includes these sorts of principles and practical ideas and strategies and processes. It's going to be a very practical book. Love to have you on the journey with me in any way. Just reach out, follow, subscribe, send a message. Happy to respond to any questions. And look out for the new book.